Hello everybody, welcome. We're really excited to be here. And the debate title tonight is Christians Should Reject Evolution. And this is a subject which has been sort of long debated over in Christian circles. Does evolution fit with the Bible? Is evolution reliable? Does our belief in origins affect our faith? So hopefully we shall get some answers tonight. And we're really excited to have two seasoned debaters who are going to be taking opposite sides tonight. And so the first, on my right here, is the Reverend Dr Patrick Richmond. And Dr Richmond is the Vicar of Christ Church in Eton, Norwich, and was previously the Dean of Chapel at St Catherine's College in Cambridge. He read medicine and did a doctorate in cell physiology at Oxford before studying theology there. He is the Associate of the Faraday Institute for Science and Religion at Cambridge, and he's also the Chair of Science and Faith in Norfolk. He's authored numerous articles, book chapters and reviews. He's given many lectures on science and theology, and is also a referee for the journal Science and Christian Belief. And Patrick shall be taking the opposing view, and that Christians should not reject evolution. Our second debater on my left is John Mackay. John is the International Director of Creation Research, and he's been lecturing on God's creation as well as leading field trips worldwide and doing field research around the globe on creation and Noah's flood for the last 30 years. John has also published many articles and has appeared widely on radio, television, public seminars, and in universities, schools and churches throughout the Western world. He shall be taking the affirmative position that yes, Christians should reject evolution. And the debate tonight is going to go hopefully something like this. We're going to have John Mackay for 20 minutes. He's going to be giving his opinion, and then we shall have Patrick, and then each speaker shall have 10 minutes for rebuttal. And then after that, we're going to have a question and answer time where the debate is going to be turned over to you. You can all have a chance to ask a question to either speaker. We ask to limit it to just one question per speaker so that we get as many people involved as we possibly can. And we're going to end around 9:45, 10 o'clock, around there. So let's get started. And our first speaker tonight is John Mackay. Please give a warm welcome to John.
Thank you, Joseph, and especially for all the trouble you've gone to in organising tonight. Christians should reject evolution. You can see our website, creationresearch.net there. And yes, we will have a question time, but if you're not brave enough, there's plenty of questions that have already been asked. 20 minutes. Let's get down to serious issues. We won't get to the peripheries today, I don't think. Much of this tonight will revolve around that one. Who or what is your authority? So let's start with the University of California on what evolution is not. It's not simply a matter of change over time. Which means if you see signs like this in a building site, we are evolving, we are working in this area to improve the way it looks, this is not evolution. Even though this picture was taken in the ladies' restroom at the Natural History Museum, London, and no, I did not take that picture. Evolution is not adaptation. It's not actually peppered moths. It's not even natural selection, regardless of what Brian Cox says on the BBC. What evolution is? The common ancestor on life, says the university, gave rise to the fantastic diversity we see documented in the fossil record and around us today. And they include some nice pictures. And they include some commentary. We're all distant cousins, humans and oak trees, hummingbirds and whales. So evolution means, starting with Darwin, finch species 1 gives finch species 2, expanding it, therefore fishes gave dinosaurs, give birds, therefore amoebas over millions of years become ape-like, ape-men, and finally human beings. And somewhere else on the planet, at the same time you have seaweed evolving into plants on the land, turning into flowery plants, and finally evolving thorns on the roses to stop the camels eating them. And sometimes, somewhere, an innocent gardener pricks his finger on a rose thorn and dies of tetanus. You see, we need to put that side in as well. You see, evolution actually means millions of years of death and struggle. Not my terminology. Professor Peter Atkins said it much better. In order for species to evolve, you need death. Not just animal death, human death as well. you need conflict, you need one animal to drag another animal apart. Contrast that with a biblical position. In the beginning, God created. He created each thing according to its kind. You read of a world in Genesis in which there is no struggle. In fact, all the creatures, Adam is told they are vegetarian. And so you end up with a picture like that. Your original bear becomes many species or variation within a kind of bears. And then the history is like that. They start out as vegetarian. By Noah's day, some of them are scavengers. By the time you get to Job, they are carnivores and killers. Now, I'm not going to diverge from that theme much. You see, I discovered this authority issue in a motel. I appreciate the ministry of Gideons who put Bibles, but can you spot the conflict? Someone had picked up this Gideon Bible and they doodled on it. Darwin. Do you realise you can only see that doodle on the edge of a book provided you keep the Bible shut? That was their intention. And then they'd put Darwin, the truth. And then they'd added some more. The truth will set you free. Actually, I find that interesting because that's a quote from who? Jesus Christ. But that statement itself is a lie, because the rest of the quote says, when you become my disciples, then you will know the truth, and then the truth will set you free. You see, important point is, truth is not just a set of facts. Truth happens to be a person. Interesting perspective. But you see, this person accepting a set of facts supposedly proving evolution has obviously rejected the Bible.